You know, you hit one of these articles that just seem unprecedented. I guess that's the term to use to describe this, unprecedented, right? Because I don't think something like this has ever happened in like human history, like getting arrested and prosecuted for playing a video game. And I mean, it's not like this game is pornographic. Like, there's quote unquote adult themes, but it's not like pornography. It's just kind of a fucked up game. And this game has existed for Elite Vulgar Tamagotchi. What the fuck does this even mean? This isn't even a word. But anyway, like, this game is a cult classic in Japan. It existed since 2015. It's critically acclaimed. And what you have is a Norwegian man that played this game. What people say is he streamed it also. I mean, I don't know if that's what happened. But what happened is this guy, I think he went from Ireland or from America, one of those, and apparently his IP was pinged. And let's just look at the article because a couple things just came out that wasn't clear. Like, at first wasn't clear, but now it seems to just be piling more shit on. Norwegian police arrest a 24-year-old man from, I ain't even gonna try to say that word. They charged him with possession of a 2015 Japanese video game. Authorized authorities classify it as abuse material. Abuse material. Like, when you hear that, you think of, like, videos of, I guess, their parents beating their children. Like, real life type shit. But this is a video game. It doesn't exist. The game Dorito no Saikatsu. Wow, I said that. That rolled off the tongue. Dorito no Saikatsu. Life with a slave. Lets players care for a young girl previously abused by her owner. 6 of its 7 modes contain sexual content involving minors. Consequently, authorities took legal action in Norway. I mean, to my knowledge, it doesn't actually show it. Like, there's a lot of things that are implied, but I mean, if this game actually had sexual content, and so there's a minor in the game, but it's very weird how they use these word games to try to justify a thing. And what the fuck does sexual content, like, it's been expanded so many times to where at the end of the day this game doesn't exist. It's just a fucked up post-apocalyptic game or a dystopian game. And one of, like, you can care for this fucking little idiot. The suspect said he only played the version without sexual content, although the court accepted his statement. Judges still ruled the game illegal under Norwegian law. Additionally, police investigator Frederick Martin, whatever the fuck, said it depicts sexual acts involving individuals under 18 years old. He confirmed the content qualifies as abuse material. again, I've never played this game, but I think, like, should he be on a list? If this game legitimately does, and should he be on the list? Absolutely. But we're entering this odd age of like gaming and entertainment where people are treating things in fiction as if it's reality. Like, and I don't know how the fuck YouTube's gonna take this, right? I mean, if the game had literal rape scenes in it, just they would say that, right? Or if the game had sexual acts with, okay, under 18, so like 16, 17. And again, it's mainly implied from what I was told that some fucked up things happened to this girl, but it's treated as if it's literally legitimately in the game. The U.S. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children traced an IP address of a man in whatever the fuck. Consequently, Norwegian police launched an investigation. His officer raided his home, seized his computer, and found this game along with other illegal files. See, this is the thing that seems to have just come out of nowhere. Like, at first, they stated that, oh, he played the game, but then other illegal files. Like, what files? What do you mean? Like, people want to know this information. Because right now, I'm sold the idea that bro played a fucked up video game and is now being legitimately prosecuted. Which is, again, unprecedented. Like, there's been times where, you know, in history where, you know, if you snuck American movies and video games and shit in like North Korea, you'd get arrested. But again, if this game is really as bad as I say, like, is it on Steam? I don't know if this game's even on Steam. I don't know if I'm gonna want to check. Hell, I don't even fucking know if this video will be on YouTube. This shit might get my channel fucking nuked, and I'm just pointing out the idiocy of it all. Meanwhile, investigator Eric Hanna Hogan describes the video game as a vulgar Tamagotchi and warned it is easily accessible online. It's a fucking video game. Or like a visual novel. And it's clearly supposed to, you know, portray the emotion of, wow, that's fucked up. I mean, games are allowed to express this, but they're treating it like it's pornography. Right? And not like, you know, okay, fucked up story. Like, I don't. And again, this game is critically acclaimed in Japan. And here's why. Because it's one of those things where people will say something that you can't really refute or defend, but it's how people act that I have a problem with when it comes to like video games or entertainment. You know, because a person will say, oh, a normal person wouldn't play a game like this. And I'm like, well, I can't exactly refute that, but normal people don't freak out about things that don't exist either. You know, unlike the Karens. But no, the Karens absolutely do freak out about things that don't exist. They do. A fucking Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Like, don't they have something better to do than the game? Some Asian countries allow more permissive laws for animations, making the game legal there. Furthermore, he explained this game is completely legal in several countries. In Norway, however, it constitutes a crime. Some people may struggle to understand why authorities consider it illegal. Yeah, because you don't really make it clear, right? Like, a lot of these laws and things that are implemented are purposefully vague so they can, apply it however fucking way they want. And hell, video games may even fall under that category, anime, older cartoons. I mean, if you just don't make shit intentionally vague, tell people exactly what, and again, I wouldn't be mad, but again, has never happened before where, again, someone played a video game and is now facing legal trouble. And again, this isn't in America, but I see laws and shit like this coming out where they're trying to treat video games like they're drugs, like it's cocaine and needs to be regulated. Prosecutor said the man could face a maximum prison sentence of 3 years. However, the case is likely will not reach that length due to slow legal procedure. Authorities also stress that Norway has prosecuted similar offenses before. Like what? Like what other fucking games have people played? Like specifically video games. I'm not talking, okay, maybe procurement of like art that have minors, but you gotta be clear on these things, because what people see is this just an attack on their culture. And again, I feel like games, like books, and like movies should be able to portray, fucked up things like this is an unfortunate reality people have to deal with. So if you're going to portray it in art, like, just do it. Like, you lose absolutely nothing, and I guess the Karens will be mad, people who don't actually care for video games, like they claim they will, but they don't. But again, no one's saying this is a pornographic game. And if it's not, well then, again, I'm a little confused here. In August, police discovered illegal videos and a video game sexualizing children on another man's phone. As a result, the man received a 3-month jail. What was the name of the game? I mean, because I can believe there are games out there that exist. This just isn't really one of them, from what I was told. These cases highlight Norway's strict stance against content sexualizing minors. The law applies even if it is legal elsewhere, and again, that makes sense, right? It's like, oh, well, this child porn's legal here, don't care. It's illegal here, get that shit out of here. But they're saying, oh yeah, this happened before in like August. But again, it's just intentionally vague, and now it's doing this thing where it's expanding into games that just are not pornographic. It just shows fucked up situations. Like, this is a fucked up game, I'll give you that. But should it be illegal? I mean, I don't think it should. I think there are worse issues here, and this is one of those cases where people are reaching, legislatures are reaching for a thing that, they could get an easy win on. That's my opinion on this situation. But I feel like more things like this is going to start popping up in the future. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, is there like, say, fucked up anime? Absolutely. But people are moving to anime because it's just a better form of entertainment than anything coming out of the West. Like, okay, maybe Western entertainment or like American entertainment is popular overseas. But here in America, it's like, not really. So you'll have things like this that pop up. And again, this game existed since 2015. So it just proves how laws and rules are expanding and becoming more and more vague. It's like they've spoken around. It's like, okay, so does it show sexual acts towards a minor? They couldn't really say that. They say it's implied. Depicts, like that could mean anything from something being implied or shown. But if it's shown, just fucking say it's being shown, so people can see and be like, okay, well, this is fucked up. Like, well, what's with all this odd terminology and language? But anyway, I'm going to keep my finger on the pulse of this because I find this very interesting. That's all I got to say about this. Peace.